What's going on, guys? This is DYNASTY here. Welcome back to another episode of roster predictions for MLB 18, the show Diamond Dynasty. The roster update is this upcoming Thursday, not Friday, Thursday the 24th. And we are going over 10 cards, either upgrades or downgrades. And I did reach out to you guys on Twitter. I asked who should get an upgrade, downgrade, and why. And I included some of you guys in this video. Also, this video is being sponsored by SeatGeek. If you guys don't already know who SeatGeek is, they are a ticket app that takes the confusion out of buying tickets. They grade each ticket out of a 0 to 10 scale, and so you know if you're getting the best deal. Now, if you guys need to buy tickets and you haven't signed up for SeatGeek yet, use my promo code KNASTY, K-N-A-S-T-Y, KNASTY, into the link down below. If you want to watch, go see your favorite team, your minor league team, your favorite team in baseball, NBA playoffs, Stanley Cup Finals. Use it, code KNASTY, link below. You get $20 off your first ticket purchase. So get into that, boys. But let's start off the roster update and see who should get updates or downgrades and why. First up, we have Jonathan Schoop, one of my favorite players to you in Diamond Dynasty. Just a second baseman who just the ball flies off his bat. I don't know if it's because of his quirks or whatnot. However, this year, just like a lot of other than Manny Machado, most Baltimore Orioles are really struggling this year. And Schoop's one of them, hitting only 226 with a 262 on base, slugging only 383, only 4 home runs. I'm going to be generous and only go a -1, like I'm being nice with him with a -1. I don't think he's going to be gold for much longer. He could go down 2 or 3, I wouldn't be shocked. I'm going to be just kind of conservative and just say -1, Schoop's now silver. Here we have JD Martinez, and we got not actual Kwame, the Kwame 4. He said JD, I'm assuming Martinez, for obvious reasons. Now, he is destroying the ball right now. People are thinking he's going to go diamond. I don't think he'll go diamond. I do think he gets an upgrade. I'm going +2 to an 84, probably closer to an 83, as you can see inside edge today. He's an 83, with a +6 in contact and power versus right. I always am in the mindset that, at least what I've noticed, if you're going to be a diamond in this game, you can't be excellent at just one thing. But if you're excellent at both contact and power, you have to be elite, elite, elite. Like if you're just an excellent power hitter, you're never going to be a diamond unless you're also a good fielder, or you can run, or great contact. You need to have fielding and speed. Now, JD can't hit. He can't field. He can hit. He can't field. He can't run. But his hitting is off the charts. Ever since he was with Arizona last year, he went nuts, and is continuing this year. So I don't think he'll go diamond, but I could see him getting a good amount of an increase to an 84. Like this shows here, if he got an 86 contact and a 91 power versus right, and they don't touch left, he's only an 83. So if people think he's going to go diamond, they would have to boost him up a ton. I think they'll boost him up quite a bit just because he's hitting 343, a 397 on base, 680 slugging, and he's tied for the AL lead with home runs with 15. I don't think diamond, but I do think +2, 84. Future diamond if he continues to hit. Staying with the Boston Red Sox, might be a little biased, but both these guys I think are deserving of the upgrades. We got JC Star saying, give Mookie the power he deserves, showing insane consistency with his swing and extra base hits. Obviously not station power, but small boost, or stand power, excuse me, but a small boost to right-handed pitching, making it in the 70s and put him at an 89. Not a 90 yet, but he will be. JC Star, I agree he should get an upgrade, but I'm putting him at a 90. I'm saying a +2 because the power, it's in the low 60s. That's ridiculous. He has 15 home runs this year. He's slugging 760, which is almost 100 points higher than JD Martinez, which is 130 points higher than Mike freaking Trout. So to tell me his power is in the 60s is insane, terrible. Like if you can see here, he got a +12 contact versus right and +12 power versus right. He's a 91, for instance. His fielding is gold. And I think the fielding is low on him. Like I said, I'm incredibly biased, but I love me some Mookie Betts. You should too. Now, he's hitting for the year, if you guys didn't know, 365, leading the league, 365 average. I think he's second in on base at 438, leading the league in slugging. He also has 11 stolen bases. He's on pace for like 48 home runs, like 42 stolen bases, and like a 360 average. Now, he's not going to keep that up, but a 30-30 year this year for sure. If you're going to hit 30 home runs, or 40 home runs even, your power should be in the mid 70s at least. So because of that, I'm putting him at a 90 overall, one of the best players in the game, and he still has a secondary position of second base, which gives him a ton of value, guys, if you don't want to put him in the outfield. Here we have a youngster for the Yankees. The Yankees, I don't want to say fleeced the Cubs when they got him because they traded Chapman and then re-signed him, but I guess the Cubs have the last laugh because the Cubs won the World Series with Chapman, but we're getting a little off track. But Gleyber Torres, he's been killing it. Simply Cruising said, Gleyber Torres hit 321, 6 home runs, and 18 RBIs. RBIs is, don't worry about the RBIs. But he's right about the average in the home run, and he's not hitting like home runs that are like first row out. He's hitting bombs. Now, I'm thinking +3 to a 73 overall. Like he mentioned, he's hitting 339, 349 on base. He's only walked once. You know what? The kid's aggressive at the plate. I don't hate that. 6 home runs and 62 at bats. I say give him like a nice power boost to like the low 50s for each. That puts him about a 73. He's not silver yet, but if he keeps it up, he could go up. He could be a gold by the end of the year. His fielding's good. He's playing second base. I mean, look at Jonathan Schoop. Look at that card. That's an 80, what he is right now. Could Torres get up to that this year? I think he could. So if you want to kind of invest in him for a future gold, I would do that. Don't think he's... I don't think he'll go diamond. Judge didn't go diamond last year. I don't see any rookie ever going diamond. So keep that in mind. But if you're a big Yankee fan, you're a big Gleyber Torres fan, keep that in mind. But I think a +3 right now to a 73. Next up here, we have Mike Trout. And I think Mike Trout deserves an upgrade. And you're like, really? And I'm like, yes. First of all, for all the love everyone gives Mookie Betts, including myself, people are saying he's better than Mike Trout, should be checked into a mental institution. That's incredibly stupid. Mike Trout is still the best player in baseball. Now, is Mookie Betts playing better right now for a short amount of stretch? Maybe. That's like a maybe. Trout this year, if you guys didn't know, is having probably his best year of his career, which is just crazy, but he's not even in his prime yet. He's only 26. Your prime's like 28 to 31 for most players. He is hitting 294, so the average isn't insane, but his on-base is at a 440 clip, which is higher than Betts. His slugging is 632, which is lower, but he does have, I believe, 14 home runs. And he's also doing something he hasn't done in a while. He's stealing bags. And I think that's where they might increase him in the speed. He has 10 stolen bases this year. He's on pace for almost 40. I think the speed could go up, or you can increase the contact or power. If you're going to be pushing Mookie Betts to a 90, maybe, like working that way up to a 91, like Trout needs to be going up too, in my opinion. So I think Trout, not like nothing crazy, a +1 to a 94, kind of like what he has with Inside Edge. But I want them to increase speed with him and then maybe touch power a little bit. The dude's the best player in baseball. He's probably the second best player I've ever seen play behind Barry Bonds from 2001 to 2004. Here we have Charlie Morton from the Houston Astros, and Cody Dutcher just said Charlie Morton. Didn't give a reason or anything, but, I mean, Charlie Morton this year, well, last year in the playoffs he was great. This year he's continued it. I'm saying a +2. Make him a gold card for them. Now, there's so many Astros who are pitching great this year. Some people are a little suspicious of it. I'm usually not in the whole mindset of conspiracies with that. So I'm not even going to pretend that's real. But Morton this year has been pitching great. A 1.94 ERA, a .93 WHIP. So I think you can increase that walks per 9, that hits per 9. He's striking out 11 batters per 9 innings, so maybe slight increase on the strikeouts per 9. But as you can see, with the 5-star Inside Edge today, he's an 83, which is, I'm not going that high. I'm only going +2. But that's just a +12 in hits per 9, Ks per 9. Let's say they give like a let's say a 10 in walks per 9. As is, that would almost put him at an 80. And then if you want to add hits or Ks per 9, you're more than welcome to. But he deserves an upgrade to a gold card, 80 overall. Here we have Sean Newcomb from the Braves, the up-and-coming Braves, one of the best young teams in baseball. I cannot wait. They're playing my Red Sox very soon. I really want to watch. I'm looking forward to watching them play. All they're young stars. I didn't want to include one of them, so I'm going with Sean Newcomb. And Michael Rigsby Jr. said, for a pitcher, I'd say Sean Newcomb. Last 3 starts, 3-0, a .50 ERA. I believe that's good. A .89 WHIP, 18 innings of those 3 starts, so 6 innings on average to start, 16 walks, 16 to 9 walks to strikeouts to walks. Now Newcomb's been great for the whole year. He has a 2.39 ERA, a .96 WHIP. He's striking out just under 10 per 9 innings. That walks per 9 is way too low. He's not. I think he's not gonna. He's not a control. He's not Tom Glavine out there, but he should have better walks per 9. I'm saying for Newcomb, a +2, a 77. Could he be a gold card later in the year? I think he could because he's a young player, so it's easier for them to change their attributes. I don't think he'll be diamond, but I think he could be gold. So I would say a +2 right now. Increase that walks per 9. If you want to increase Ks per 9, I'd probably say no. If you want to increase hits per 9, more than welcome to is that. But the big one, increase that walks per 9. Let's make him a 77 overall. Up next, we have Odubel Herrera from another surprising young team, the Phillies. Now, people are like, people have been noticing the Braves have been playing great. A lot of people haven't noticed the Phillies have been playing great as well. And this dude was right smacked in the middle of it. I say was because he had an on-base streak of just getting on base, end at 45 games. The way it ended was kind of controversial in my opinion because he struck out, but he reached on a wild pitch. That doesn't count on getting on base, but he was on base. That's not the point, but that's just stupid. I just wanted to say that. For the year, he's hitting .348, a .413 on base, a .543 slugging percentage. I'd say increased contact, increased vision and discipline. Maybe a slight increase in power. I'm saying a +3. Kind of like what his inside edge is today. He's a gold card. Well-deserved for Herrera. A breakout year for him. Next up, we have Corey Dickerson for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now, I'll just say this. Tampa just released the dude. Don't know why. I thought he was a good player, and he's having a great year so far. A .307 average, a .343 on base. He's not walking a ton. He has 5 home runs for the year. Now, versus lefties, he's hitting .343, and he's slugging .457 versus left-handers. You can see the power versus left is really down. I think they can increase that slightly. If you want to even increase contact for either right or left, you're more than welcome to. I'm being conservative on this. I think a +1. Some people think he might go gold. Not yet. I think he could, though. He's had some good years in the past. So I'm saying +1 for now, but keep him on the watch for a future gold card. So Corey Dickerson, now a 78. And last, we have Brandon Belt. Now, if you guys think I missed anyone, meet me in the comments down below who should get an upgrade or a downgrade that I didn't mention. Maybe we'll include him in the next roster update in 2 weeks. But I'd love to hear in the comments down below, guys, if I didn't include someone, why or why not. But we got Quash from Quash Tag Game and say Brandon Belt to gold. I agree with him. Dude's been great this year. The power's finally, I've always thought he was going to be a good power hitter. Even though his swing didn't really, was great for it. I feel like it was a shorter swing, not like a big, like a launch angle, get that backspin on it. Because he's a big guy. He's 6'4", but he's finally putting the power there. Now, for the year, he's in .313. He has 11 home runs, a .413 on base percentage. Now, versus left-handed pitching, he only has 1 home run. But he is hitting .291 against him, so I could see a slight increase contact versus left. I think an increase in power versus right. As you can see with the inside edge today, it gives him a +4. I'm only saying +3 to an 80. I mean, basically, if you just add 20 points between his contact and power, he'll be an 80 overall. And I think that's something well-deserved for him for the 29-year-old breakout year for Belt. Let's put him to a gold. And that will be it for the video, guys. For this upcoming Thursday, May 24th, the roster prediction. Now, if you guys did enjoy this video, please drop a like on it and subscribe if you are new. I'll talk to you later, little boys. Take it easy. Peace.